Shalom Aleichem, everyone, a good Davach, and we are continuing Hachsek's learning of the Pele Yoetz, day 40, and we're in a new chapter called Chanufa, Flattery. Chanupa Goida Ra'asa Mefarish B'div Rabbi Seinu Zal B'Shasa B'Joshim, the terrible sin and the terribleness that Chanufa, that flattering someone can bring to a person, is spoken about at length in Shas and Midrashim. Chazal speak about it in the Gemara and Midrashim. V'yasav ish tahor marinu arav Rabbi Chaim Vital Zal b'sifra HaKodesh Shari Kedusha. Rabbi Chaim Vital, the holy Kabbalist, in his holy work Shari Kedusha, speaks about it at length over there, how terrible it is to be a person that is a mechanif, that flatters others. It's like the ultimate in the lack of belief and trust in Hashem. You think that you need to flatter this person to get the things that you want. We don't do such things. The person that truly fears HaKadosh Baruch Hu, keep this lesson in mind. Stay away from chanufa, stay away from flattering. However, we have to explain though what chanufa is. Because there are things that really are not considered flattery. And there are people that are lacking understanding, and they think that those words are really chanufa, they're really flattering words. If you give flattery to a wealthy man, people say, "Oh, you're such a flatterer, you're giving false flattery to this person over here." And they say, you can't talk like that to the rich. And they're mizalzel, and they end up disgracing the honor of the person that spoke what they hold as flattery. And they say, no, you're not doing the right thing. That you can't do that. That's not appropriate. But they are wrong, says the Pele Yoetz. It is not right what they are saying. They see a rabbi come along and he stands up at an event and he gives great honor and respect and flattering words to the wealthy donor who just donated the new campus to the school. And there's a guy sitting there, what? You're giving flattery to a person with money, to riches. And he goes over to the rabbi after and says, what are you doing? How could you say such a thing? We only honor the Torah. And we only honor tzaddikim, and we only honor those people that are perished, that separate themselves in this world. Why are you honoring such a rich man? Says the Pele Yoetz, you're mistaken, my friend. There is a big reason to flatter such people. And he says, it is appropriate and it is very fitting to give honor to the wealthy. Meaning the wealthy who use their money for the right things, they deserve to be honored for that. We find in the Gemara, Rabbeinu HaKadosh, the one who wrote the Mishnayos, Rabbeinu HaKadosh, he would give honor to the wealthy. And Rabbi Akiva, the great Rabbi Akiva, the greatest leader of Torah in his generation, he would go and give honor. He knew the greatest thing in the world is to learn Torah. He knew after the Recha Kamaycha, he's going to give honor to the Rishim, yes. Because if they would use their money properly, the reason is, since we see that the King of the world, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, desires their value, and from above, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave them this abundant blessing over here of money so they could use it for wonderful things. So if HaKadosh Baruch Hu is giving them and showing them favoritism, we're also honored to be mechabed and to honor them properly. Says the Pele Yoetz, you think it's just coincidental that this person became a wealthy man in Klal Yisrael, and he's the one that's supporting the shuls, and he's the one that's building yeshiva, and he's the one that's taking care of the almanas and the yisayimim and supporting the poor? You think that's just coincidental? Obviously, HaKadosh Baruch Hu showing covet to this person, and he's giving him the money, and the man's using the money for the right things. We have an obligation to be mechabed him as well. But furthermore, the more money that the person has, he could do more mitzvahs and ma'asim tovim. Nothing's holding him back. He'll buy the nicest tefillin. He'll get the best matzah. He will buy the nicest aluminium. He will have all the bells and whistles for the Shabbos house, everything he needs to make sure that everything is 100% kosher lecharchila. He'll do what he needs. He'll give tzedakah with no end in sight, how much he's going to support those that are in need. So he can do a lot of mitzvahs, a lot of ma'asim tov, a lot of chesed he can do. He has a house, and he builds in his house a wing for only hachnasas orchim, special rooms with everything, all the amenities taken care of, a fridge in here, and the this and that, and a table and a chair, and he has everything taken care of. And he's using his money wisely for the mitzvahs. It would seem to me that he could do even more mitzvahs than others. And if he did averis, which everybody does, he'll use his tzedakah, his charitable ways. He'll give more tzedakah, and tzedakah is tatzil mimavis. Tzedakah saves a person from death, and therefore it will give him some leeway over here to be able to have more time to do tshuva. So the man has so many things going for him. He should afim asa shaleika. And if this rich man does something that you don't think is so appropriate, still be very careful about shaming him and not giving him the proper honor. Do not be mezalzel, do not disgrace and shame his honor as a result of it. Because he's going to end up doing tshuva be'ez Hashem, and his monies are benefits for Klal Yisrael. And as long as he's an ehrlicha person, a God-fearing person, he's trying his best, don't make a big deal about it, says the Pele Yoetz. Shechem matzina b'shas. We find the same thing in Shas Shamru, ilmale toidos. If you wouldn't be toidos, who was a very wealthy man who made a mistake in something that he tried to do lahalacha, and he went against what the Chachamim were saying to do, but they said to him, ilmale toidos, if it wouldn't be for the fact that you are toidos, this very wealthy man, we would have excommunicated you. But you are todos, and you are a rich man, and you do use your money to help Klal Yisrael. Like it says over here, he used to fill up the pouches and the bank accounts of Talmidei Chachamim with money so they could be able to learn and they could support their families. So you're told is that how to use your money? Okay, you made a mistake over here. Regular person, excommunicated. But you, because of all the good that you do with the wealth that HaKadosh Baruch has given you, we're gonna let it slide this time. But now let's explain what actually flattery is. Harisha in kasha, the first one is difficult. Vasheni kasha emena, but the second one is even worse, even more difficult. The first way in which a person transgresses and violates this idea of chanufa, of giving flattery, is like this. Shemara panim v'chiba yiser l'chavero. He shows his friend, oh, I love you, you're so wonderful, you're the greatest guy in the world. Ve'ein pivli b'shavim, but his mouth and his heart are not equal. Ela b'fiv shalom yedabir, because with his mouth he's speaking shalom, peace, you're wonderful, you're tzaddik, you're incredible. Ubekirba yosim orba, but inside of his heart he's laying an ambush. He's ready to get this person. Even if the guy is not his enemy, even if he's not looking to do any bad to him, if you show somebody more love than the truth and honor than the truth really is, that's in your heart, you have transgressed the prohibition, you fell into the trap of flattery. If you don't really love this person amazingly, if you don't really think so highly about that person, if you don't think they're the greatest guy that you ever met before and you're telling him all these amazing, amazing accolades, but really inside you really feel this, he doesn't do this and he doesn't do this and I don't like this person with this. So even if you have no intention to do anything bad to him, you are falling and stumbling into this sin of chanufa, of flattery. V'kol ki ayitiru chazal etzel ishtay. However, we do find a few places where you could flatter. Number one, etzel ishtay mishum shalom bayis. When it comes to shalom bayis, you want to flatter your wife, even if you don't think that is true. Flatter, oh, you're the sweetest. you're the kindest, you're the most beautiful, you're the best mommy, you're the best wife, you're the best this. Even if you don't feel that, you've seen other women do better, you've seen other husbands do better, you've seen other people be better and kinder and nicer and warmer and better midas and everything, but for shalom bayis, want to make sure that our houses stay calm, you're allowed to do such a thing. And for your Rabbi, in order that you should be able to learn Torah from him. Let's say the guy, I don't know, he's a hothead of a person, but you say, Rabbi, there's no one like you in the world. Oh, that shiur is just incredible. Even if you don't feel that way, but you want to keep learning Torah from him, you're allowed to be mechanef, you can be flattering. And even for Rishoyim, a wicked person, in order to keep the peace, that there shouldn't be this hatred and they come and do terrible things, Rachmana litzlan, to us, so you're allowed to flatter a bit in order to, for the sake of peace, to keep it between us and between the Rishoyim. So flattery, the first thing that he's saying is, the problem is that if inside of your heart you don't feel the words that you are saying, so then that is already stumbling into this place of chanufa, flattery, which a person should avoid at all costs. Have a wonderful day. All the best.